In Right at Your Door, a dirty bomb goes off in Los Angeles, jamming freeways and spreading a toxic cloud.
People are scattered all over the street. I can see glass everywhere.
Go home.
Sir, my wife is downtown.
Downtown, Beverly Hills, we're all getting shut down.
Yeah, well, I'm not just gonna leave her out there.
I'm not giving you a choice.
Now suspect potentially toxic chemicals have been released with the explosions, and deadly toxins are traveling in the smoke from the fire.
I had no idea what to expect from Right at Your Door. I remember some guy recommending the movie for me, and I picked it up at the shelf or somewhere, and I was just renting this movie. Like this is like a while ago, but I had to see some reviews, I had to see some trailers in order for me to like remember the movie. Then I fully remembered it because it's been a while now. It was made like in 2006. A low-budget independent film, Right at Your Door. Basically taking place in one area, but it's not something that where it's only filming in just one area, which is the house for the couple that is the main characters in this film. There's actually some shots where you get to see outside of LA, you get to see the inside of the city. Sometimes it's just hinting towards how it is after the bomb has been blowing up and how the chemicals are just flowing through the whole city. But for the most part, it's just taking place in something very simple, which is just the couple's lives and inside of their houses and a little bit outside of their houses. It's between the conflict of the husband, who is the main character, inside the house, who could not let his wife inside because she's outside. She's already been like infected with the whole chemical and stuff, so there's that. So what did I think of this film? I mean, it was fine. I'll be honest, it was decent. I mean, I liked it, but again, I've not seen it more than once, and I think I'm going to stick by that. I have no plans of ever wanting to see this film again. It's not terrible. However, I can understand why somebody would think that way, that it's not good or disappointing in that matter. I think the subject of them wanting to have like a chemical gas going around the whole city, and then you have like conflict between a husband and wife who is outside the house and inside the house. The other one wants to get in, the other one wants to get out, but they can't because of the chemical stopping them. And it's like the whole conflict of like, you know, hey, please let me in, or hey, please stay out there. And it's like that whole thing is a really interesting concept. And there's definitely some scenes where they did a really good job wanting to flow through and like actually telling that story. Something that did bother me, I'm gonna have to be honest, is, you know, you got to know the characters a little bit, you know what I mean? Plus one more. But I think the dialogue was a little bit forced. The acting was not bad. I just think that the dialogue and the script, when they were forcing it, like sometimes they were like throwing F-bombs and everything. And I have no problem with somebody cursing. But I do have a problem if you're actually forcing it and you're doing it just to be edgy. Because it sounded really forced. It sounded like something they would not really say, but they were just cursing for the sake of just cursing because, oh, I'm angry now, so I have to curse. And it's like, if you're not going to do it, don't force it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's something that the director has to remember, is to be like, oh, I want you to precisely say the F word when you say that. You know what I mean? Like, no, what you should tell your actors is basically, if you feel like you need to curse, do it. Unless it's like a PG-13 movie or something like that, then of course not. But this is like an independent film, so I feel like they got the freedom to do what they want. Then again, don't do things that feels forced. Now, there is a lot of things I can talk about in the film, but it's really spoiler related, so I don't want to spoil the movie for you guys. But there is a twist in this film. And I think some of the taglines of the film was like, there's a twist worth waiting for. And I guess it's worth waiting for, but it's not really that good. It's not predictable. I'm not going to be one of those people being like, oh, I predicted the ending. No. I didn't predict a twist coming. I wasn't acknowledging the whole twist. I was like, oh, okay, so there is a twist. Interesting. The way they executed the twists, I can see what they were trying to do. Their execution was a little bit poor, however. Now, this is the guy's first feature film. You know, everyone has their fair share of mistakes, but it's still a mistake I feel like I need to talk about. The ending was dragged out so much so they could hit the 1.5 hour or the 90 minutes length mark So I feel like they were just afraid to like make it less than 1 hour and 30 minutes, because usually when you see movies that are that length, that doesn't mean it's really that good. So in order for them to get to the 90 minutes mark, they had to like stretch out the ending a whole lot. So when the ending happened, I'm not going to say what happened, but when the ending actually happened, they were dragging out so much and just being like, yeah, are you sad now? Are you sad? Yeah, are you really sad now? Come on, guys. Are you really sad? It's like, come on, this is just so forced. Just be done with it. We know what the ending is, unless you're trying to tell something different with another twist, which did not happen. It's just one twist. And then after the twist is done, you expect like an ending to be like, okay, let's just have a nice little bow and just finish the movie off. No, it's just when the twist is done, boom, the film is done. Cut to black, cut to credits, there you go. It's like, whoa, that was a bit forced. There's definitely a lot of things in the movie that felt forced, but I will say that when there are dramatic moments and there's character build-up, and you get to know the characters and you get to know the relationship between the characters, it's really good. So those intimate moments between being barricaded of a wall because of chemical gas and such, that's such an intimate moment. Now, there was nothing that made me cry or anything like that, but it was really good. I was actually kind of impressed of how they did it with, you know, building the characters, locking away from each other when they really didn't want to. It's like that whole thing. What are you willing to do for your wife? What are you willing to do for your husband in order for you to kind of sacrifice yourself? And it's like, I think that whole thing is really interesting. And I think the director did a fine job, but he could have done better, in my personal opinion. I'm going to give Right at Your Door a 6 out of 10. I thought it was good, not a movie worth, you know, bragging about, not a movie I'm going to watch again ever. And it's not really a movie you guys need to rush to see, but if you're really interested just to see something different, I guess, or see like something completely new, a movie you've not seen, and you want to see it on Netflix, or you want to download it or something, I don't know, then, you know, go ahead and watch it if you want to. You know, you can see if you like it for yourself or not. I don't think the movie's going to be for everyone, but, you know, it's worth a try at least. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to know your thoughts of Right at Your Door if you've seen it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was okay? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Don't forget to follow me on the social media links that are in the description down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.
An official statement from authorities: do not attempt to enter any of the disaster areas.